Ndongo has been playing. He's been terrific, gotten better as the season has gone on. He jumps center with Johan Grunlo, and it's Virginia in their sharp orange road uniforms with the basketball first. Dallin Hall, the starting point guard, with 3 on the timer, got to put it up. Malik Thomas able to beat the buzzer, and he buries it. A good start to the basketball game for Virginia. Strong drive to the bucket, and the Yellow Jackets have their first field goal. And we welcome you to Atlanta, Georgia, early in this ACC game between 14th-ranked Virginia and Georgia Tech. Ugonna Onienso, big number 33, one of the elite shot blockers in the ACC, into the game. De Ridder going end-to-end, able to finish with that left hand. And Georgia Tech once again playing without Mo Sela, their 6'10 freshman, and without Peyton Marshall, their 7-foot sophomore. So if Ndongo gets into foul trouble, you're in trouble.
This is when Yellow Jackets got to get in that paint. It's Mustaf fights himself inside for 2 in the paint. They got to score off of those missed shots by Virginia before they can set that defense.
Onienso with another rebound.
Yeah, just chewing glass, right? Right, that's what Virginia's doing right now. Really not giving the Yellow Jackets many second chance opportunities.
Who also defends and can get a highlight dunk. Off the takeaway, here comes Hall. Off the nice feed. Hall back to Tillis, spotting up. The deep 3 is good, and once again, the guys they call the bench mob delivering immediately, Scott.
Well, on target from Hall, easy triple.
Poked away, and here come the Who's once again. Hall with Washington to beat. The foul is given, and a chance for 3.
Done right now. They have been getting hit with a bag of nickels defensively. There's no attack outside of Mustaf's one trip to the lane there.
Dangerous pass. White nearly stole it away. Kerouac takes the bump, puts it up, and gets the roll off the back plate.
Really pay off quickly in a ball game.
Grunlo plucks the rebound away. De Ridder now takes it to the bucket and lays it in. Double team. Ndongo being hounded, puts his head down and gets blocked by Grunlo. Again, they are one of the better shooting teams percentage-wise in the ACC. Georgia Tech, 4th in the league at about 37% coming in, but Virginia defensively has stymied that. Meanwhile, Virginia has been free and clear. Malik Thomas with his 3rd triple of the night.
Yeah, and that's 5 now for Virginia, who averages about 10 as De Ridder gets a spill on Ndongo. He wrecks the rim.
Of the season so far.
Yeah, this kid, I really like the way he has come to the...
And it's another Tech turnover. Virginia 3-on-3. Throw it to the rim. They're making it look easy. Malik Thomas is into double figures.
His live ball turnover
comes to Virginia.
Well, Georgia Tech is one of the better 3-point field goal percentage teams in the league. Even a guy like Tillis has bought in defensively, right? Now, Tillis was the best player on UC Irvine last year. Didn't play a lot of defense, but now you see him playing defense on one end.
And look who's running down the floor with everybody else, 33. Now Tillis looking to go to work. The former anteater has it poked away, and Ndongo gives it up to Washington. Right down the lane, and 1.
After the contact, I love that one right there. Maybe that's the spark that the Yellow Jackets need to kind of get some mojo going back.
Onienso gives it to White, has a step on Washington, now pulls it back out, takes it and lays it in.
Very impressive the way they have multi-talented players that can do many different things.
Well, Ryan Odom and his staff, with the backing of the university with money, Kawasi Reeves knocks down his first 2 points.
And they fit real nicely. And he said the best thing about these guys, even though there's so many new guys, is the chemistry on this squad. As Onienso goes and gets on the offensive glass and treats Mallory for another triple.
Mallory tries it again. This one won't go. Onienso will have a chance for 3 and a chance for 50 on the board.
2 shots on one end. He's down here grabbing offensive rebounds. I love the use of the pump fake there. And again, every practice 2 days before basketball game, and it made JR, Reed, Pete Chilcutt, and myself much better basketball players.
And again, their best player, Ndongo, has been in foul trouble just to compound all of their issues. Kowacie Reeves could get going. He is their leading scorer at over 15 per game.
Yeah, and they try to come out of here with a little bit of a zone defense and give the Cavaliers a different look. But when you believe it, like everything else they've thrown in behind the arc, Dallin Hall banks in a triple from the right wing.
Virginia is now 9 of 16 from beyond the arc. Well, Kowacie Reeves starting to heat up.
Tried to shoot it all in one motion from the top of his shoes to three-point range. That ball didn't have a chance. You know, he and Reeves, Dongo, Washington, those are the guys that they got to lean on here in these lean times.
De Ridder catch and shoot from the foul line. The Who's have their starting unit back out there together. Chatfield off the bounce. Nice little pull-up. First 2 points for the young man from right here in Atlanta.
Well, quick the other way, Thomas down the other way, and again, Grunlow there with the ball. And that was a nice job on the screen by Kerouac for the Yellow Jackets offensively. Let Chatfield get that little bucket right into the center of the lane.
Washington goes to the left hand and banks it in. Thomas and Hall in the backcourt. Tillis comes up to set the screen. Hall pulls the trigger. Got it. Everything going Virginia's way.
Yeah, Dongo playing with those, you know, he didn't get a chance to play rather with those 3 fouls. He's got a little rust from that first half, but that's a good look for Georgia Tech to take that thing hard inside to Dongo, but another triple.
Here is the freshman Akai Fleming, who had a quiet first half. Shot is blocked by Grunlow, and here comes Virginia. All quick inside. Grunlow lays it over the rim for 2.
Dave Black kicked him in the head, took the fight right to him, and took Carolina out of that basketball game early, much like Virginia's done here to Georgia Tech.
Malik Thomas quietly now with 17 points.
Yeah, leading all scorers. This kid is just getting it done.
Chaz Kelly from the corner for 3. Offensive rebound Mallory. No look pass deflected away. Virginia keeps. Finally gets to the corner for Lewis. Finds a little room and puts it in.
A zone defense, maybe a 2-3 or a box and 1 or a 1-3-1 to try to match up against this Virginia assault offensively.
Sweet crossover and the finish. Onienso.
He got back-to-back blocks on one possession earlier. He got 2 blocks for the...
And if he didn't, you know the Georgia Tech players, anytime they're anywhere near the basket, know he's around. Onienso at the other end gets blocked from behind by Kraft. White dribbles up. All the way to the basket. Shot was blocked by Fleming.
Great recovery by Fleming to challenge and block that shot.
Kraft got it. 3 ball to the left wing for the Yellow Jackets.
Footed Dirk Nowitzki 3-point attempt there, and he can't find the range.
All day to line it up. And Thijs De Ridder has his first made 3 in 4 games. I don't know about out to the 3-point line, though. I like the mid-range.
The mid-range games opens up my 3-point shot.
There you go.
I just want you to know that.
Mustaf, the one offensive weapon tonight for the Yellow Jackets. De Ridder with the steal. And the flush.
After this turnover, he kind of lost his balance in his foot race right here and hit the back of De Ridder's heel. He went down hard, and look at De Ridder come over here and help him to his feet. A more rise, it would allow him to get a little bit more on balance, and he'd finish more of those in the painted area.
Kraft blocked by Grunlow. The Yellow Jackets have not been able to make any sort of significant push. They're up against the shot clock again. Washington has it poked away, and once again, here comes De Ridder with Ndongo in tow. And almost a carbon copy of what we saw 2 minutes ago.
To the 20-point plateau. They're just that little rip away. Washington a little loose with the ball, and De Ridder with Ndongo.
With Clemson just behind, but the Tigers lost in the opening game of our doubleheader tonight on the ACC network as De Ridder finishes.
Yeah, and they're doing it by getting on the glass. These second chance points now up to 20 second chance points for Virginia as Dongo's able to go offhand off the glass.
Among the things Virginia's been working on lately, another rejection for Grunlow.
Yeah, they're certainly doing it tonight. There's going to be no close game tonight, obviously. And their defense ability, right? They're third in the ACC in block shots, and that's a nice little transition. Buck, was that Kowacie Reeves there, now knocking down that little free throw line jumper?
Grunlow tries again. This time he's got the range. The Cavaliers would move up to the 4 line. Joey Brackets will get it all figured out for us by the end of the night.
I love Joey Brackets. He breaks it down even from game to game, depending on who won, who lost. And we saw that last week. We were at Virginia Tech when they dropped, even though they hadn't even played yet.
Dungo hammers it home. Come in at the next stoppage. We've got 7:22 remaining in the second half. Gertrude trying to take advantage now of Chatfield, able to shovel it over to Onienso for the layup.
That was kind of a wild shot underneath there by Kwesi Reeves and hit the bottom of the backboard.
Well, there goes another terrific freshman. End-to-end, Mallory couldn't finish. We spent a bunch of the last couple of days talking about. There's Ndongo up above the rim.
Kwesi was able to put both of those down now and get to a dozen points in the game.
Well, Virginia caught a break there. They had 3 runs of 9 points or more in the first 8 minutes of this moment. Grunlow gets in deep and hooks it in.
With Clemson, Virginia, and some of these other squads, Louisville, we make some noise in the tournament this year.
Kraft off the turnover. You know what? Georgia Tech has outscored Virginia here in the second half.
He knows how big the game he has on Saturday is going to be. So against NC State, so you don't want some of this late spillage to seep over into the game on Saturday. Through the defenders, right on target to his partner out there on the 3-point line.
Ndongo gets the roll. And I think White, if he had realized it. Contested finish for Mustaf. Mallory under control. Waiting there to block it, though, was Reeves. For the ACC tournament to be played in Charlotte this year. And for the Yellow Jackets, that is very much in play. Wow, what a performance by the Virginia Cavaliers, showing every bit of being the 14th ranked team in the country here tonight.
Great showing, and I like the way they were prepared this morning. They were locked into their morning shoot-around.